So, this is me. My name is April. I am 28 years old. When I was about 6, I was raped by a member that used to be in my family. And it wasn't caught right away. It wasn't understood. There's a lot of other underlying issues with that, but that's beside the point, and in the past, it stopped. My family tried to help me. They tried to take me to counseling. They tried to they tried to get me the help that I needed. But when you're 7, 8 years old or older, I honestly don't remember when it stopped because it was for years. There's just things you can't take away from somebody. You can't take away the memory of being punished for what you did of something that was happening to you. You can't take away the memory of somebody holding you in the room against your will while you're literally pounding on the door, but nobody's home, so nobody can hear you. They can't take away the memories of scratching at that door until your fingers are bloody because you can't get out, but nobody's there to help you. Nobody's there to save you. You can't take the feeling of losing control from somebody that way because it's something that they can't go back and change. And the hardest memory and the hardest part that I've only told a very few people, but I think it needs to be out there, is you can't take away from somebody raping you with a thorn bush, with a sticker bush, with a long, pointy, painful object. I started with a couple of videos about how it's okay and how the reaction is, and that not everybody understands, but I guess to be able to let other people know and help them understand is that I do, because this is my story. This is what I went through. There were other times after that when I got older that people preyed on me because they saw my unsuredness and my scaredness and attempted, and at least one managed to rape me again. Different person, different situation, much older, but I still didn't think people would believe me because I didn't get that. But due to all of that, due to being in a very bad position and something that no child should have ever gone through, I have formed PTSD, I have anxiety, I have sleeping problems, I have anger for no reason, I have triggers, I have everything under the sun you could possibly think of. I mean, you want to open a textbook and point to depression, anxiety, and PTSD, you pretty much find my picture, because I've been through it. It's not to say from lack of trying to help myself, fix myself, be better as a person, and take care of myself better, but I'm trying, I'm here, and honestly not from the lack of trying to not be when I was younger. That's not even something that I joke about, that's the honest truth. Many scars I've passed off on something else, many things that I've done to myself that I just said it was because of a slip of cutting something or something like that, but it usually wasn't. I mean, I'm not going to say I haven't cut myself by accident more than one time, but there's plenty of scars, internal and external. You beat yourself up. You try to do anything that you think is going to make you happy, and sometimes you think just having somebody else love you, quote unquote, is going to make you happy, which I don't know about other people, because I know some people go the wayside of not being, some people just get completely, they completely introvert. They don't have relationships. They don't want to have sex. They don't want anything to do with it. And I wish that would have been the way I went, but it wasn't. the way that I went was promiscuous and wanting all of that stuff and thinking that sex meant love, because that's not what it meant. And I know that now. I know how to help myself and get out of those situations and understand who people aren't meant to be, but until you learn that, you go through a lot of pain, through a lot of hurt. And sometimes you push people away that actually really cared. Some people that actually were worth a damn, that you had a chance with. But that's something that you have to get past. You don't always need other people. Sometimes you need you. Sometimes you need a counselor. Sometimes you need your mom or your dad or family. And sometimes you just need a really good cry in front of a really awful movie that triggers you, but you just need to cry. That's stuff I struggle with day in and day out. And it's something you can try and explain to people, but they don't get it, and they never will, because a lot of people have been through this, like I said before. My life has been very difficult for me. It's not to say that I judge anybody else and who've had a harder life than me or compare. But the things that I've been through are things that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Because the amount of self-loathing and self-doubt and just the amount of pain that I'm going through, I would have much rather have died. I would have much rather have bled out and just died than dealing with this for all these years. I used to eat all the time. Ate everything inside if I could, because I was not happy with me, and I ate to comfort myself, and but now I'm down almost 200 pounds because of me learning what's better for me. But I realized that when I posted the videos I posted, I didn't really explain anything about me. I didn't explain that, all the triggers and the anxiety and the PTSD and everything else that I get. But this is me. This is part of me. This does not make me up entirely of who I am. But it is an experience from the past. And even though it's not my fault, and I know that, it's still something that I know I'm going to be able to learn from. It's something that I know that I will be able to take into my mind and understand why I'm still here. I want to be able to help other people with this. I want people to understand that I didn't go through counseling fully the way most people do. I didn't continue taking medication because for me it didn't work. And everybody tells me that I'm never going to heal completely because of that. But you know what? I'm doing pretty well for myself. So you do what you need to do for you, and do what helps. But even if I touch one person with this video, even if I show one person that it's okay to cry sometimes uncontrollably for no reason, I'll be happy to do that. And they won't all be sad videos. You'll get some happy ones, what it looks like me without PTSD. I'm hoping sometime soon. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay to cry. It's okay to scream and hurt. And just try to do it within healthy limits. And I hope that if anybody watches this, they see that that's all I'm trying to do is help too.